everyone, and welcome back to Explore English Podcast, where every conversation helps you learn real, natural English. I am Hina.
And I am Sam. Hello, everyone. How are you today, Hina?
I am really good today, thank you. I had a lovely morning, very calm, very quiet. I made some coffee and just sat for a while before starting the day.
That sounds wonderful. I love slow mornings.
Yes. And you, Sam? How was your morning?
My morning was good, but something happened yesterday that I cannot stop thinking about.
Oh? What happened?
So, I was at a social gathering yesterday. Some new people, some familiar faces, and at one point, someone asked me a question in English. A simple question, actually. They just asked, "So, what do you do?"
Okay. And
And I know the answer. I know it perfectly well. I have said it 100 times before. But in that moment, in front of those new people, something just happened inside me.
what happened?
I felt my face go warm. My mind went a little blank. I started speaking, and then I stopped halfway and started again. I could hear myself stumbling, and that made it worse.
Oh, Sam.
And the question was so simple. What do you do? I do this every single day. But standing there, I felt like I had never spoken English before in my life.
I am not laughing at you, I promise. I am laughing because I know that feeling so well, that exact feeling.
You too?
Everyone, absolutely everyone who has ever learned a second language knows that feeling.
Really? Because in that moment, I felt like I was the only person on earth who could not answer a simple question without turning red.
You were not alone at all, not even close.
That is actually a relief to hear.
And Sam, what you just described is exactly what we are talking about today.
Oh no. Again?
Today we are talking about how to stop feeling shy when speaking English, where that shyness comes from, why it happens even to confident people, and what you can actually do about it.
I came here feeling embarrassed about yesterday, and now I feel like we were about to fix something important.
That is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, so let us start with the big question. Why do so many people feel shy when speaking English, even when they know the language?
Yes, because I do know English. It is not like I do not understand the words, but knowing and speaking in front of people feel like two completely different things.
They are two completely different things, and this is something very important that most people do not realize. Shyness when speaking English is not a language problem. It is a confidence problem.
Say that again.
Shyness when speaking English is not a language problem. It is a confidence problem. You can know every grammar rule perfectly and still freeze in front of people. Because the issue is not your knowledge. It is your relationship with the fear of being judged.
The fear of being judged. Yes, that is exactly what I felt yesterday. I was not afraid I did not know the words. I was afraid of how I would sound, what they would think.
Exactly. And that fear has a name. It is called communication apprehension. It means the anxiety you feel before or during speaking with others.
And does everyone feel this?
Research says that around 70% of people feel some level of communication apprehension, even in their first language, even native speakers.
Wait, seriously? Native speakers get nervous too?
Yes. Public speaking is one of the most common fears in the world. So if you feel nervous speaking a second language in front of people, you are not weak. You are human.
That honestly makes me feel so much better.
Good, because feeling better is the first step. Now, let us understand where this shyness comes from, because once you understand the root, it becomes much easier to deal with.
Yes. Where does it come from?
For most people, It starts in a classroom or in a social moment where they made a mistake in English and someone reacted in a way that felt bad. A laugh, a correction done unkindly, a look.
Mm-hmm.
And from that moment, the brain makes a connection. Speaking English in front of people equals possible embarrassment. And once that connection is made, the brain tries to protect you from that embarrassment by making you hesitate, go quiet, or avoid speaking altogether.
So the shyness is actually the brain trying to protect you.
Yes. The brain is not trying to sabotage you. It genuinely believes it is keeping you safe. But it is using old information from one bad moment a long time ago.
And that one moment is still running things.
Still running things years later. And the only way to update that information is to give your brain new experiences, new moments where speaking English is safe, where nothing bad happens.
So you have to speak to prove to your brain that speaking is okay?
Yes. And that sounds simple, but it is actually the whole answer.
Okay, but how do you actually do that when the shyness makes it so hard to start?
This is the practical part, and I have 5 things that genuinely help. Things that have worked for real people, not just theories.
Okay, tell me. I need all 5.
Okay, first thing, lower the stakes.
Lower the stakes? What does that mean?
It means start speaking English in situations where the pressure is low. Not in a job interview, not in front of a big group. Start with one person, someone kind, someone patient, someone who will not judge you.
Like a friend?
A friend, a family member, even a shopkeeper you see every day. Say one English sentence. That is it. One sentence with low pressure teaches your brain that speaking is safe.
So you are rebuilding your brain's connection to English speaking one small, safe moment at a time?
Exactly. Small, safe moments. Each one tells your brain, see, nothing bad happened. It is okay.
That is actually a beautiful way to think about it. Okay, second thing.
Stop waiting to be perfect before you speak. So many shy English speakers have a rule in their head. They say, I will speak when my English is perfect. But perfect never comes. And waiting for perfect means staying silent forever.
Yes, I think I have that rule somewhere in my head.
Most learners do. And the rule sounds responsible, like you are being careful, but what it is actually doing is keeping you stuck.
Because you cannot get better without speaking, and you will not speak until you are better. Same loop as before.
Same loop. The exit from that loop is deciding that good enough to communicate is enough. Not perfect, not flawless, just clear enough for the other person to understand you.
Good enough to communicate, not perfect.
That is the only standard that matters in real life. Not grammar perfection, not native accent. Just, did the other person understand me? Yes? Then you succeeded.
I like that. Did they understand me? Yes. Success. Okay, third thing.
Third thing, prepare a few go-to phrases.
Go-to phrases. What are those?
These are short, ready-made phrases that you can use when your mind goes blank. When you feel the freeze coming, you reach for one of these phrases and it buys you a moment.
Oh, give me some examples.
That is a great question. Let me think. Or, what I mean to say is. Or, sorry, could you give me just a moment? Or, I want to make sure I explain this clearly.
Oh, these are like small bridges. You say the phrase while your brain catches up.
Exactly. A small bridge. You are not lying. You are not pretending. You are just giving yourself a few extra seconds. And native speakers use these all the time. It is completely natural.
Wait, native speakers say things like, let me think, or I want to make sure I explain this clearly?
All the time. All the time. It sounds thoughtful, not weak.
I always thought if I paused or said I need a moment, it meant my English was bad.
No, it means you are careful with your words. That is actually a good thing.
That changes everything, honestly.
Good. Okay, fourth thing. Focus on the message, not the performance.
The message, not the performance. What do you mean?
When shy people speak English, they are thinking about two things at the same time. What am I trying to say? And how do I sound right now?
Yeah.
Am I making mistakes? Is my pronunciation correct? Do they think my English is bad?
Yes. Both of those at once.
And doing both at once is exhausting. It splits your attention and makes everything harder. So the shift is this. Let go of the performance. Focus only on the message. What do I want this person to understand?
Just the message. Just what I want them to understand.
Yes. Think about when you are really excited about something. When you are telling a story you love, you do not think about your grammar at all. The excitement takes over and the words just come.
Yes, that is true. When I'm excited, I forget to be nervous.
Because your brain is focused on the message, on sharing something real, and the language follows naturally. So in any English conversation, try to find something real you want to say, something that actually matters to you, and focus on that.
Let the message pull the words forward.
Yes, let the message pull the words. That is beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, fifth thing.
Fifth thing, celebrate every small win.
Celebrate small wins?
Yes, because shy people tend to do the opposite. They speak, something goes well, and they immediately think about the one thing that was not perfect, the one word they stumbled over, the one sentence they had to repeat.
That is exactly me.
But the brain learns from what you reward. If you finish a conversation and immediately think about everything that went wrong, your brain learns that speaking English leads to self-criticism, and that makes you want to speak less.
Oh, so criticizing yourself actually makes the shyness worse.
Every time. But if you finish a conversation and think, I did it, I spoke, I was understood, that was a win. Your brain starts to connect English speaking with something positive, and slowly it becomes less frightening.
So after every English conversation, no matter how small, I should acknowledge that I did it.
Yes, I spoke today. That is enough. That is a win. Write it down if you have to. Tell yourself out loud, I did that and it was okay.
I did that, and it was okay. I like that.
And over time, those small wins stack up. They become a new story your brain tells about English speaking. Not a scary story, a familiar story.
And familiar things are much less frightening.
Always. Okay, let us do a quick review. 5 things to stop feeling shy when speaking English.
Yes. 1. Lower the stakes. Start with low-pressure situations. 1 sentence, 1 safe person.
2. Stop waiting to be perfect. Good enough to communicate is enough.
3. Prepare go-to phrases, small bridges for when your mind goes blank.
4. Focus on the message, not the performance. Let the message pull the words.
And 5. Celebrate every small win. I spoke today. That is enough.
Perfect. You remembered everything beautifully.
These feel so real, like actual things I can do tomorrow, not just ideas.
That is exactly the point. Real things. Starting tomorrow. Starting today if you want. Now let us move into our word tour.
Yes. Let us slow down and look at some of the most useful words from today.
And as always, listen first and then repeat with us.
Our first word? Hesitation.
Hesitation means a pause or delay before doing or saying something.
because you feel uncertain or nervous. For example, she answered the question without any hesitation because she had practiced so many times. Or, a little hesitation is completely normal when speaking a second language.
So hesitation is that moment of stopping before speaking. Repeat. Hesitation.
Hesitation. Next, apprehension.
Apprehension means a feeling of worry or fear about something that is going to happen. For example, he felt some apprehension before the presentation, but once he started speaking, it went away quickly. Or communication apprehension is very common and affects most language learners at some point.
So, apprehension is that anxious feeling before something. Repeat. Apprehension.
Apprehension. Next, stumble.
To stumble when speaking means to make mistakes or stop and start again while you are talking. It does not mean falling physically. For example, she stumbled over a few words but kept going and finished her point beautifully. Or it is okay to stumble sometimes. What matters is that you continue.
So, stumble means small mistakes or pauses in speaking. Repeat, stumble.
Stumble. Next, freeze.
To freeze means to suddenly stop and be unable to move or speak, usually because of fear or anxiety. For example, he froze for a moment when they asked him to introduce himself, but then took a breath and began. Or many learners freeze in the middle of a sentence when they forget a word.
So freeze is that complete stop moment that so many learners know. Repeat. Freeze.
Freeze. And our last word today, confidence.
Confidence means a feeling of trust in your own abilities, a belief that you can do something well. For example, confidence in English does not come from being perfect. It comes from speaking often and surviving the imperfect moments. Or she built her confidence slowly by having small English conversations every single day.
So confidence is built, not given. It grows through experience. Repeat. Confidence.
Confidence. And those were your words for today. Hesitation, apprehension, stumble, freeze, and confidence.
All 5 of them connected directly to everything we talked about today.
And now you have the words to describe exactly what happens when shyness takes over. And more importantly, you have 5 real things to do about it.
And I am going to try them, starting with tip 1. Tomorrow, I am going to say one sentence in English to someone with low pressure.
That is a perfect plan. And tell us how it goes in the comments.
Yes, tell us in the comments. Have you ever frozen or stumbled when speaking English? What happened? How did you handle it?
We read every single comment. You are not alone, and we genuinely want to hear your story.
And if today's episode helped you even a little, please subscribe to Explore English Podcast so you never miss a new episode.
Give us a like and share this with someone who needs to hear that shyness is not permanent. It gets better.
See you tomorrow with a brand new episode.
Yes, we are back tomorrow.
And if there is a topic you want us to cover next, tell us in the comments right now. We will make an episode just for you.
Until tomorrow, remember this. Every time you speak English and survive it, even when it is imperfect, you are teaching your brain that it is safe.
And safe becomes easy. And easy becomes natural.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.